Welcome to the back porch again. This is the fourth and last in a series of posts titled Ancient Paths for Seeking God. In this fourth post, I want to look at a path that taps into our most powerful mental capacity, the imagination. Because of it, we are able to dream, create, and discover. It is the reason for great art, for scientific discoveries, for entrepreneurial efforts. You will be hard-pressed to find any human endeavor without the use of the imagination. It is truly part of our unique design in God's image. About 500 years ago, a man named Ignatius of Loyola tapped into this gift as a way to draw closer to Jesus. It's called the prayer of imagination or entering a gospel scene. Instead of just reading or meditating on the gospel stories, he taught others to imagine them and to put themselves in the story itself. Of course, the central character is Jesus himself, but how you imagine your interactions with him reveals so much about your own heart. They also reveal so much about Jesus. But most surprising of all, during the prayer of imagination, the living Christ can show up giving priceless gifts of healing and revelation. My own exposure to this path came through something called the Ignatian Exercises, a 9-month experience of entering the gospel stories and walking with Jesus. There were many flashes of insight. One I particularly remember was that as I started the Ignatian Exercises, I assumed the character of Andrew, one of the lesser-known disciples. This is probably how I kind of felt about Jesus, more removed. I sort of took a back seat as an observer and watched things going on. But as the exercises proceeded, I suddenly found myself being John, one of the inner three, closest to Jesus. It expressed not only the desire of my heart, but that growing sense of closeness to him. Overall, Jesus became a living, breathing man to me. I longed to follow him because of his unparalleled authority, his daring speeches, and his captivating love. He truly became the hero I have been looking for all my life. But my experience with the prayer of imagination will be different from yours, for Jesus meets each of us individually in the uniqueness of our own stories. The great shepherd of the sheep will not treat us as formulas, nor can the Lion of Judah be programmed. If you're interested in trying the prayer of imagination, start with a gospel story, reading it several times, and asking Jesus to meet you. Then take the story and imagine it, putting yourself in the event. Assume one of the characters in the story, or just be yourself in the story, or actually go and talk to one of the characters in the story about their experience. There are no strict boundaries here, just so long as you put yourself in the story. Pay close attention to sights and sounds, smells and voices. When you finish, take what has happened in your imagination to Jesus in prayer. It's also a good idea to finish by journaling about your experience as a way to chronicle it. I hope these last 4 posts have opened some new doors for you in terms of seeking God. Remember that he's also seeking you, even now as you listen. He's faithful to do this, even when we are not. That is our great hope in Christ.